So this video is really shitty quality because I was going to film this on my camera, but I can't find it right now, and I want to make it right now while it's fresh on my mind. And the video is probably gonna be titled something like, "What pisses me off about the fitness industry." I've been making YouTube videos literally since I was 14 years old. I had a channel called GOG9. Probably at least 1,000 of you probably were subscribed to that channel. I just was so passionate about fitness. I was working on my fitness, and I just want to put videos up and just share it. I just wanted to share it. I don't even know why. I just wanted to share it. I just loved, you know what it was? I couldn't get my own brothers and siblings to work out with me. We're a family of 5 kids. So I was like, I need to share this with someone. I was on forums. I'm gonna give a shout out to Ross Enemate of Ross Training. He was one person that really inspired me with fitness. And I wanted to be involved and connect with more people. So I started putting these videos up on YouTube. And my first channel actually, I'll be honest, it actually was growing really fast. Not because the videos were that good, just because there was no one else posting. But I deleted it because I couldn't handle all the attention as a 14, 15-year-old kid. And at that time in YouTube space, it was, if you're a teenager taking your shirt off as a guy, you're getting attention you don't want, and I couldn't handle that. I wasn't comfortable with that. But what I want to talk about really is what pisses me off about the fitness industry, the fitness YouTube industry right now. And it sucks. And I'm not the only one that's getting affected by this, but there's probably a lot of other really awesome fitness YouTubers that are getting affected by this, and they'll probably relate. They'll probably agree 100%. And the issue right now is that the fitness industry basically is rewarding people for taking steroids. And that might sound crazy, but that's the reality. If you think about it, that's the reality, because here's the deal. There's a lot of us YouTubers that have been working out naturally, and we've stayed naturally, and we've been committed to that goal, and we wanted to see how far we can take our bodies doing it naturally. That said, there are people that are fake naturals that have claimed that they're natural and are not. And what happens is that everyone assumes that if you're a YouTuber, you're getting in shape, you've built a good body, that you must be using drugs. And so what happens is the people that are doing it naturally, the problem is that they're associated and they're called fake naturals. And people that use steroids are also basically fake naturals. So by this logic, everyone's a fake natural. So if you're not using steroids, you're fucked. You're fucked because everyone's like, oh, this person is using drugs, therefore their physique is bullshit. So you're better off as a natural on YouTube taking steroids, because if everyone assumes that everyone's taking steroids, then the playing field's equal and the naturals have to compete with the steroid users. And that's what YouTube has largely turned into. If you just look at the YouTube comments, you see what's going on. That's basically the common thread that has been shown. And I don't know. I'm sure the other YouTubers can relate to this too. It's tough. If you guys know me, I don't do any collabs. I don't go to the YouTube events. I don't go to the fitness events. I kind of just do my thing, and that's it. I don't really have an interest in doing all these events, but I assume there's a lot of other people that are natural, and I respect that. And I assume there's a lot of other people that have a body similar to my fat-free mass index that use drugs. And that's their decision. I don't. You guys that follow me, you probably know that. But what I would absolutely love to see happen, and I kid you not, I would put a lot of money to make this happen. I would sponsor it. I'd put a lot of money into it. I'd put at least $10,000 into this, perhaps more. But I think that YouTube, the fitness industry for YouTube and Instagram, just like being a professional athlete in UFC, football, etc., there needs to be the most strict testing. So if you are a YouTube fitness authority and you want to put out videos and you're going to claim you're natural, there should be a YouTube fitness drug test where every 3 months, whatever it is, to keep it as accurate as possible, every 6 weeks for whatever, a year, or every 2 months, whatever it is, there should be something like that where you can submit yourself to that, because I would absolutely love to see who are the real naturals and who are not. And I can say without a shred of doubt, I've been natural my entire life. The entire time I've been posting YouTube videos, I have been natural. And I think that there's a lot of people on YouTube that are posting videos that are not. There's some that definitely are, but there's quite a few that are not. And if we could get some sort of test where you put in a little bit of money, we all raise money together, we have the doctors, we do the test, just like professional sports, they do tests. The YouTube fitness industry should be doing tests. And I think that would be amazing, and I would be the first to submit any sort of samples, blood, urine, it doesn't matter at all. I would do it. I think that's so cool, and that way, I've been thinking about doing testosterone tests, but again, like, basically my doubters, it doesn't satisfy their doubt, just because they're like, oh, you could have hired X, Y, and Z to do the test. How do we know these are your blood results? So it doesn't substantiate any claims. But if we make a standardized test for the YouTube fitness industry, that would be very powerful. That would be very cool. That I would have full support on. And of course, some could say, oh, well, people that did steroids 3 years ago for 6 months or did some sort of cycle, that they'll have an advantage because some of that muscle they've gained on the steroids won't necessarily go away. And that's probably true. But you know what? This would be a start in the right direction. And if you guys agree with this, I will, you have my word. I myself or my company will put in the first at least $10,000 to make this happen. I don't know how much this costs, but I would love to see this happen. I would love to see this happen because there's so many YouTubers that I think are doing a great job, and it's not fair for them to feel like they've been working their whole life, training, building their body, and now they're lumped in the same camp as the fake naturals. I've gone through that. Really heavily in 2015, really heavily, where my channel was blowing up and I was dealing with all this pushback. And you know what? It sucked. It really sucked to feel like I deserve this. I earned this. I worked my whole life for this. And now everyone is just throwing this away, saying I'm doing something I'm not. That sucks, and I don't want other people to have to go through that. And so I think there's a simple solution. It might cost some money. I think there's a simple solution, and I think that solution is to take YouTube fitness and turn it into the same test that's professional sports. So if you're a natural, you're a natural. And if you're on drugs, well, you're on drugs. And if you're going to try and be a natural, well, you're fucked. You're sorry. You're not going to be able to cross that line anymore. You're not going to be able to trick people anymore. You're not going to be able to promote yourself as a natural and let your workouts or your advice or your supplement advice be the golden ticket. That's not. It's the drugs. So this is what I really propose. And it's just, we can't keep going in the same direction where people have no clue. Oh, all people are doing is just pontificating. And I've seen the forums, I've seen the posts about even just myself. And it is what it is. There's people that say, oh, no, he's natural, look at him, this and this. And there's other people that say, oh, no, 100% he's on, But I think it's time people know 100%. 100%. The truth. And I think that, I don't know, I think that sooner or later, the people that are doing drugs, it's going to get caught. You're going to get found out. If you're doing it, probably someone knows, and they see you do it, and then they tell someone. I can't imagine that, but that's there. I don't know where I'm going with at this point, but it's time we do this. I'm serious about this. like I said, I'll put in at least $10,000 to make this happen. I could talk to my team and stretch more, and because I think this could be a really positive event. I think this could be an amazing event. I think this could be an amazing event. Let's pit together the real naturals and see who wins, who stands on top, the real naturals, and show someone that's been natural for 12 months. Prove it. That is what I believe, and I think everyone, all these fitness people, I think they'll support it. And if they don't support it, then that's a bad sign. That means they're probably fucking doing steroids. So I think Omar Isuf will support it. I think Jason Blaha, I think he's got to respect it. How could he not respect it? How could he not respect it? I don't follow too many. I think Vertuvi and Physique, I think. The only thing is, some of these people, I've heard, I don't know, some of these people, I think they've played around with a little thing, but yeah. So I'm going to be the asshole to put the line up, and I'll be the first person to show all my results and everything. So if you guys want to see this happen, comment below. Hit the like button. Say we want this to happen. Because if this happens, this is going to be a game changer. This is going to be a fucking game changer. Now you know who is natural, who is not. And if they don't want to participate, if they don't want to enter the system, then you know what? We don't know if they're natural. But now we have a system to decipher that. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. The best thing in the world for me right now would be for everyone to know the truth, to know that I'm natural. Again, I don't have a crazy, ridiculous physique. My strength is very solid, but it's nothing unheard of. And I think even, Greg Knuckles and some of these evidence-based lifters, they've done some research on how much steroids help with strength. And as far as relative strength, how much weight you can lift relative to your body weight, it's not very much. So if you're someone that's extremely strong for your body weight, that does not scream steroids. Does not. If you have a shit ton of muscle size, like if you have a lot of muscle size for your strength, if you look more jacked than you are strong, that's more of a sign of steroid use, because it means that you've gained muscle way too fast. Not even your strength could keep up, especially as far as tendons and building your central nervous system that recruits those muscle fibers into action. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I think this would be incredible to see, incredible, and the whole YouTube industry, as you know it, it would self-regulate. Some people that are the top fitness authorities would not. Things would change. Some people that have smaller channels than my channel would start to blossom, because you would find out, oh, this person's natural, they're killing it, they're crushing it, and people want to follow them. And then people that they thought were natural, that had a great physique, would not. And furthermore, what would happen is that the fake natties that are getting the people that take drugs that embrace it, they're shown as so honest. Oh, this honest person, he's honest but taking steroids, good for him. And I respect that. If someone takes it and they're honest about it, that's definitely way better than taking it and lying about it. But what about the fucking guy that worked his whole life and didn't take shit, and people are accusing him of doing stuff? What about that guy? Right? What about that guy? Yeah, great job, because John Skyrocket admits to doing steroids, but what about the person that's worked their whole life, never touched drugs, has a comparable physique? Where's that guy's credit? Oh no, that guy's just lying about it. No, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, and I want to change it. I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to participate. So let's find out what other YouTuber is willing to engage with this. Who else? Who else is willing to put their hand up and saying, I will get tested as professionally as possible. I will do any test that can be done. I will put my hand up and I will do anything. You guys can do anything. A few years ago, what we found out is that the gold standard of drug testing is supposedly the carbon isotope ratio test. They use it for Olympic testing, and I was ready to go and do the carbon isotope ratio test. I was ready to do it, okay? So I went on Google. Where the fuck do you go and do a carbon isotope ratio test? Where do you go? You can't book it. There's not a carbon isotope ratio business. It's reserved strictly for the Olympics. So if you guys go on Google right now and you go Google carbon isotope ratio test and try and find out how to take it, you won't. That said, with this, what we're doing right now, if all these YouTubers come together, if we raise some money, maybe we attach a charity to it, you find a charity that we want to support. I think a great charity would be, perhaps in the fitness industry would be good is a charity that goes towards helping people with eating disorders would be a powerful charity, I believe. Another powerful charity would be with the social media, YouTube, Instagram, mental health issues, something towards mental health, something that really makes an impact. We can attach a charity to it. We can raise money. We can inspire people. We can show people what the reality is, where they can take themselves naturally. So I think this could be an amazing event, and it's late. I'm doing this video just because I'm fucking. I had a night out in Toronto. I got back from LA, and I just went out and I had one of those nights where it's just like, fuck, like, why am I? I'm not gonna get into it, but then I came home. I had a little situation tonight. I came home and I was just like, man, I'm over this shit. But then I saw these comments. I'm like, fuck it. Why am I gonna wait till tomorrow to do a video on this? Let's just do it right fucking now. So that's where my headspace is. And I love you guys, my subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you. I'm serious about this. Let's make it happen.